Couldn't get the camera working yesterday, so I'll have to diagnose that, find out what's up. But my testing tool's not working at the moment. What I'm going to do instead, work on the headlights, and then come back and try and diagnose what the problem is with the reverse camera. Now, I think the issue is power supply, because it's not showing any light when it comes on or anything. So issue with that would be obviously from the fuse relay up to the monitor. It doesn't matter about the reverse signal, because that's just a signal wire, it's not a supply, so it's not such a too big a drama. However, the fact that it's not getting power, well, I've got to check it first and I'll take you through the diagnosis of it. But it's either the monitor or it's the supply, so we'll find out about that. But for now, let's get into the headlights.
Okay, so let's get started. We'll go through some of the tools that we'll need. You'll need a power drill, a plastic removal trim tool, and just various toolkits for screwdrivers and such. You'll also need things like a jack stands. I've got one of those rolling boards that help you to maneuver around the floor a little bit better instead of laying on your back and having to crawl around. Also got some stands over there, so when I do remove the bumper, I can place it up onto there. What we'll do here is we'll just go through and I'll show you where the best points are to actually jack the vehicle from. There's a point here that you can see that's just cut out where you can use the factory jack, and there's also like a flat platform over there that I actually like to use. I can only use a low profile jack on this vehicle because it's quite low to the ground, and this is my most preferred point to jack from. And once you've found that spot, away she goes and up she goes. Obviously put your jacks in, and I like to usually I jack it up first. It's always a good idea to put the chalkboards behind the wheel so you don't get any wrong while you do it. But yeah, once I put the jacks under, typically I remove the wheels and then use the wheels underneath the chassis rail, just in case there's a failure or something, it actually will fall onto the tire and wheel instead of on top of me. So what we'll go through here now is I'll just point out some of the parts that you'll need to pay attention to while removing the headlights. Fairly straightforward, you just need a plastic trim tool and a screwdriver. So there's your plastic trim parts, and then you'll see just here, that's for your headlight. They're the screws up there. And then under the bumper, you've got these screw points here that anchor the front bumper from the bottom, into those recesses there to hold it in place. So I'll just go around, I'll just remove them all, and then you'll see me just gently tugging at it. Well, next you'll see me take the wheels off, and then I'll have to remove the inside wheel arches as well, but I'll show you that once we get there. Just working away here and getting the wheels off, and then these are the plastic guards that I was telling you about. Fairly simple to remove, just need a plastic removal tool, and then that way you can access these bolts under here, which are the final two that you'll need to remove, just to help you shimmy off that bumper once you've relieved it of all the other screws that we went through before. I should have sped the video up a little bit more here because you can see me mucking around with the tools a little bit, making it look harder than what it actually is. We'll get through it in a second and move around to the other side and get that one done and start to move it off, start to get the bumper off. So here we go, just giving it some gentle pulls everywhere around, bottom, both sides on the top, and just slowly release it. Now just to bear in mind, you will have the harness that's connected up to the fog lamps when you do pull it off, so just be careful to make sure that you unplug those correctly so you can fit them back on so they work properly. It's always a good idea just to give everything a little bit of a clean as well. And here's me just pointing out the screws that you need to remove for the headlight as we crack on with that now. And you'll find that there's two just below the headlight as well that you'll be able to see once you've removed the bumper itself. But I'll also put a link in the description that has a how-to and a step-by-step photo guide, just so you can see things a little bit clearly. But you can see obviously how from the video how easy it is actually to do once you've got the correct tools and everything. You only really need 4 tools for this job, which is fantastic. This is obviously me revealing the new lights that I've got. I'll leave them in the plastic till the end, just to give them a little bit of a mystery. And then that way, once the vehicle has been finished and fully assembled again, we can take a good look at how it all looks. So I plugged it all in, it plugs and plays, just checking that the lights work. So yeah, time to put everything back on in reverse, I guess. It all works. Making sure those fog lamp harnesses go back and get clipped back in before I start fitting the bumper again. And then, obviously just shimmy it in, make it nice inside. It'll fit in there, it'll clip properly and everything. And it's a very, very simple job to do. Always give it a little bit of a good clean, in those hard to reach areas like the seams and stuff. And you can obviously see that now with the headlights on and the fog lamps on. It looks a lot clearer, a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Going through and doing those mud guards back up now, and the bolts on the inside that attach it to that quarter panel. And now just refitting all of those little plastic screw caps, and do the wheel while I'm at it because I'm finished here. Put all the plastic screws and trim pieces that hold the grille back in, and then work back on the bottom of all the screws on the bottom of the bumper, and then tighten everything up and move over to the other side and do it again. Now we'll go into lowering the vehicle, packing everything away, remove the chocks, put the jack under the vehicle, lower it down, and we'll do the reveal of what the new headlights look like. Here we go. Looking very clean if you ask me. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Take her out, she's ready to go with the new eyes. Shout out to Oz and V Brisbane for allowing me to use their facilities. And there she is. I reckon it looks great. Great addition, especially compared to how it looked. And it even has sequential indicators, which is great. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me next time.